Hi everyone. I want you to sit for a moment and imagine that you're a single parent and you're hardly getting by enough as it is. You're suddenly diagnosed with cancer. After all the surgeries, the chemo, the radiation, you were luckily able to get the cancer under control. But even with insurance, you still owe $30,000. On top of everything else, trying to take care of your family and just survive as a single parent, how could anyone possibly pay this off? This is a real life situation happening to Jenny Wright Peters. She's a single mom, a mental health counselor, and she has worked hard to provide for her children, including her two foster children that had turned into successful adoptions. So her two adopted daughters. She had to work through her treatments in order to keep up with bills and just to get by. And she had to even take on extra work as well. She was able to pay off some of her debt, but her credit score had suffered. She has anxiety about how she's going to continue to provide for her children. She thinks about how she might have to cancel sports, even thought about canceling one of her daughter's car insurances. And she quoted that, "My doctor saved my life, but my medical bills are stealing from my children's lives." And that's from an NPR article in 2022. And this is just one example out of the 100 million Americans who struggle with medical debt. People lose their homes and struggle to feed their children and also clothe. And there are even Americans dying because they can't afford the medical treatment. Hello, my name is Jasmine Buck, and I'm here to talk to you all today about why healthcare should be free. The reasons why it should be free, first of all, is that it's a human right. It'll be better for the economy. It'll decrease cost, and it will be a savior of lives. So my first point is that healthcare is a human right, not a privilege. We cannot help it if we get sick or hurt, and if we can't afford it, why should we avoid trying to take care of ourselves? If healthcare was free, this would not be an issue. We would be able to just walk in and get the help that we need because we're all alive and breathing the same air and deserve to all get the same medical treatment. My next point is that it'll be better for the economy. It'll be easier for people to get out of debt. People can get ahead in their lives. If they're sick, they will get the coverage they need and be able to heal while they have to take off time from work. And also, if people are healthy and taking care of themselves and staying on top of their medical needs, people are healthier and more productive when they're healthier. My next point is that it will decrease costs. There will be no consulting when doing a visit. The medical staff will be on a government salary, and this will also help with medical staff having to write notes, documenting everything. That they will have to have less time working on documents and more time to spend with their patients. It'll bring down administrative costs. The government will be the only buyer of medical equipment and prescription drugs, so there will be no competitive businesses. Prices will be regulated. And there was a study at the University of Massachusetts that a free healthcare system could reduce America's costs up to $1.8 trillion. This would take over time, but that's huge. My next point is that it will save lives. Not everyone in this country can afford insurance and healthcare since it's not free. People refuse to call the doctor when they're sick just because they're afraid of the debt that it will cause. And this is a threat to their health condition and to even to their lives. One example of this is Anna Marie Markle. She was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. She lost her job after telling them that she was sick. They did give her a pension and a pension for a year and with insurance, but after that year was up, she had to find a charity to help her get by. And then when that ran out, she had no choice but to stop her treatment, and she died at the age of 52. And nobody should ever have to make that decision to stop their treatment in order for their family to survive financially. In a poll in 2019, it was found that 25% of Americans delay medical treatment for serious illness, 8% for less serious, and then there's 56% that are in medical hardship. In a Harvard study, 45,000 people die a year as a direct result from not having health insurance. In conclusion, healthcare is a human right and it should be free, bottom line. There's not one person asking for a broken leg or cancer, and it should not matter how much money you have in order for you to get the medical help you need.